Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us live from the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Scott Q. He's a master's student at Columbia. We're going to discuss the blockchain program at Columbia, as well as investing in Web3 and the potential that blockchain has to create for society. Scott, it's great to see you again.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Since we first met at Consensus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about the master's program at Columbia and what blockchain at Columbia is doing for its students.
Great. So right now I am attending Columbia University for my master's degree, but I'm more focusing on blockchain at Columbia, the student organization. So we're really building a new platform for students, top creators and investors to build meaningful projects to help students and investors, because the problem we're seeing now is a lot of these hackathons are happening, but then once we're done with school projects or hackathons, nothing happens afterwards. So we're really trying to create a long-term platform for all the students and investors to connect.
What value can blockchain really create for society, and what problems can it potentially solve?
Great, that's exactly what blockchain at Columbia and me as an individual focusing on right now, because we are seeing a lot of these speculations and bubbles right now, NFTs and other stuff. But we are really focusing on this blockchain technology. We believe, at least for me, blockchain is the evolution, the most innovation since the internet, right? So there are a lot of things that we can help, enterprises to get more efficient, to help individuals to have the ability to own their own data. All that stuff that we are really emphasizing, this underlying blockchain technology.
I saw on LinkedIn you posted a piece and you made the point that headlines typically focus on price, and we're missing the point here. The point is there's infinite possibilities with core blockchain functionality. What are some examples of that?
I see. So right now, at least for me, I'm really focusing on enterprise applications, because like SaaS softwares, because those applications are the ones that I'm seeing can provide the most value to companies and to our society. But at the same time, I think blockchain as one of the most innovative technology can also provide some use cases for individuals, especially with digital assets and digital currency. As soon as more regulations and policies come up, I think we'll see a much better vision of this digital asset space.
As a Web3 investor, what projects, what use cases, what kinds of companies are the most attractive to you?
Great. So right now I'm working with a Web 2.5 company that's really just focusing on this technology, right? Not really looking at any speculations or other bubbles and scams. And then also I'm looking at Pangea, Metaverse Fund. William and Steven are two great guys that I met. They are doing a lot of work on their research part and also on helping those projects to get on board to have mass adoption. That's the future, right? So when people or individuals are able to use those applications without being aware of what blockchain is. Right now, all those crypto native projects require people to understand, oh, this is blockchain, which wallet, private wallets, public wallets, what's a private key, all those terms. But then in the future, it's about mass adoption. It's the next step for Web3, I think.
So we know what Web 2 is. We're starting to learn what Web 3 is. What's Web 2.5?
Great. So, Web 1 is where users can only read, and then Web 2 is read and write. And then Web 3 is saying basically all the users are able to own their data and, with traceability. But Web 2.5 is in the middle, so it's like how blockchain can create actual value to our society, or what kind of problems can blockchain really solve. I think that's the point of Web 2.5. So it's more about blockchain as an underlying technology and how it solves real-world, physical, problems.
So we need to get there before we start implementing that in Web 3.
I think so.
Right.
And then that's the best step from Web 2 to Web 3. There has to be a transformation, a bridge.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. Scott, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.